Hello and welcome to this week's Wade's Weekly Wanderings for December 11th, 2024, the second Sunday in Advent. That is Populous Zion. And for you, dear saint, are the people of God. God has shown up for you. As usual, we'll begin with the proverb. Proverb chapter 15, verse 28. The heart of the righteous ponders how to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things. This, if you were a student watching this, is that adage that your parents have probably said dozens of times to you, which is think before you speak. Something that we all struggle with as we want to have the emotional response to get our feelings right out on the table right from the get-go. Here, the proverb reminds us to chew on it. This is the waiting the 24 hours to email a coach, or waiting 24 hours to respond to an email, and that is wisdom. Because when we have an emotional response, we have an emotional thing that's just encompassed us in passion, we often tend to respond negatively. And so being able to bide your time to think through is always wise, and frankly leads to a healthier conversation and a healthier discussion of anything that's happening. So I'd encourage you to abide by this proverb as you enter the holiday season, as you see family you haven't seen for quite a time, or that you've been estranged to. Be able to meter your response by thinking through all of the possible scenarios and being able to weigh and measure your words by self-reflecting. Announcements for this week at St. John's. First and foremost, thank you very much for the huge success that was our Christmas craft fair. I know I picked up a bunch of things and it's been fantastic, but we do this every year. It's a beauty of gathering together and doing the same things, which, spoiler alert, will be my final closing thought. And that is one of them. Another of them is coming up this Saturday as we go forth and sing carols to those who are in need, to those who are homebound or cannot get out of their houses, to those who are in care facilities, and the like, and bring them the good news of the coming of Christ and his imminent return to fix the rest of creation as he's fixed our hearts and minds upon his work and his love. And so that is a great opportunity this Saturday at 9 a.m., December 14th. We have two groups, one that goes north and one goes south. So you won't be there all day singing for 10 hours straight. It's just a morning commitment, and it's a great way to go out and see the saints that often get forgotten. In addition to this, it is not too late to order script. We've made multiple orders in the last couple of weeks, and so thank you very much, St. John's. Know that that is still open. Between and after all the services, Ned Bonner will be selling script. You can stop by in the middle of the week and talk to Heidi or Carrie in the church office, and they'll take care of you. So if you're worried for the last-minute gift card and you don't want to run out to Meijer and you're picking your kid up anyway, script is a great way to support the school and get what you need for this Christmas season. As a reminder, our Advent services, we've got two left, one today and one next week. They meet at 3:30 and 6:30. So if you'd like to attend Advent service and see the sanctuary decorated for the Christmas season and hear our choirs sing and play, 3:30 is an option for you throughout the season of Advent, which is two more services. Christmas break is also upon us. We have got 7 days of school left, and so that means get all of that lost and found stuff out of here, because there's a lot of lunch boxes in there and we only can clean so much, and we don't go through the kids' lockers, and so you know where your kid has lost his stuff. So just as a reminder, be hounding them and harassing them, email the teachers and let them know, hey, can you remember little Johnny needs to get the 14 lunch boxes out of his locker before break? We will take care of that and make sure that gets done for you guys. Just worth announcing, I know everybody got the cards in the mail or cards picked up at church. Christmas Eve services are at 2 p.m. and 10 p.m. 2 p.m. is listed as a family service, which means it will be quicker than the 10 p.m. service. And the songs are more familiar songs and more familiar hymns that we sing at the Christmas season. And so if you'd like to kind of gather together as church, have a more expeditious service before dinner, and one that your kids will definitely stay awake in, the 2 p.m. service is the best option for that on Christmas Eve. And if you like the higher church with the more hymns, the deeper, richer candlelight service and like, you can find that at 10 p.m. on Christmas Eve. And then we do meet Christmas Day at 10 a.m. For the loud fanfare and the beauty of the white sanctuary. Our Wildcat of the Week is Michael Schroeder. He's a fifth grader here at St. John's, and he has consistently demonstrated a wonderful Christian example by doing the unpopular thing when it comes to reminding that there is memory work, homework done, that there is a proper way for a Christian to act and be virtuous. He is one to encourage his classmates to this and is willing to stand up in the face of his friends to say, this is wrong and this is right. So we give a big thank you to Michael for his virtue and his character, in addition to helping others with homework, asking the questions that people may be afraid to ask in class, and aiding the teachers as they need help. And so thank you very much, Michael. And if you are Michael Schroeder or a member of his family or one of his friends, please tell him to go get a snack pass from Mrs. Gurney. My closing thought this week, as I kind of foreshadowed this, is the idea of the boomerang. And again, sticking with the idea of G.K. Chesterton and his reading throughout the season of Advent, he tells this beautiful picture of the greatest invention in human history is the boomerang. And it's something that came from God, because we gather together and get a Christmas tree this time every year. And it's the excitement of decorating the house and putting up the Christmas village, or getting out the nativity scene, or hanging the lights, which can be excruciating and then beautiful for 4 weeks and then excruciating again. But it's these habits, these rituals that remind us that we should be gathering together. We should be worshiping our God together. We should be reading His Word and marking the things that He has done for us. And these boomerangs, the things that go around and come back again, Christmas, Easter, the Ascension, Pentecost, Trinity Sunday, the start of school, the new annual Bible reading plan. These are all opportunities to consistently get back on the wagon of faithfulness and remember who we are, who God made us to be, and what God has done for us, namely saving us. So Christmas season, the boomerang has come back. God became flesh for you, dear saint, so that you know you have a God who sympathizes with you, that hears you, that dwells with you, and that has lived a life much like your own, yet without sin, so that you too may be sinless. And as we celebrate the incarnation, we know that we'll get it out, we'll celebrate, we'll digest it, we'll put it away, and immediately out comes our Easter scenes, our Lenten devotions and the like, to remind us of His passion and His unending love. And so Chesterton makes the point that these boomerangs are how we find meaning in life. The celebrations that come around again annually or monthly or weekly or daily are opportunities to celebrate the gifts that God has given us. Because every day the sun sets, it gets cold, scary things go bump in the night, the dawn arrives, and yet here's a new day gifted to you by God. Another day of blinks and breaths, another day of hopefully sumptuous meals and great friends and the like. And so the boomerang is the greatest invention, according to Chesterton, and it is one that we can celebrate today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. So that is what I have for you this week, again, December 11th, and here at St. John's, we believe, we love, and we teach. Go in peace, serve the Lord. Thanks be to God.